Hello everybody, welcome back to Mark's Beer Reviews. I don't want to keep going on about it, but I, as most of you will know, recently had COVID. So my taste buds are absolutely shot to bits, dog's barking, of course she is, as soon as I push record on the camera. Well, where was I? Yeah, so obviously COVID, one of the biggest things is knocks your taste buds out, knocks your nose out, which it did massively. I don't know if you saw the stream on Friday, but I was drinking Adnams Mosaic Pale Ale, 4.1%. Honestly, it was just like drinking soda water. I couldn't taste a thing. It's slowly coming back, but I wanted to bring you a video because obviously I haven't uploaded in a little while, and I wanted to bring you some half decent. I don't know what I wanted to do. I didn't want to bring some half-assed video out. I do unboxing videos because I know you like them. I get a lot of comments about them. And yeah, so here is an unboxing video. Now, talking about streams on Friday, Tom the Crummy Beard, he had, I believe his name was Mike on. Mike is the bar manager at the Fort William branch or bar that is owned and operated by Black Isle Brewery. Some of you will know, if you watch Tom's videos, he absolutely loves Black Isle Brewery. Waxes lyrical about them. Is it up to my level of waxing lyrical about ampersand? I would say yes. Tom would say no. But yeah, Mike was on. What a lovely guy, and he was broadcasting on Tom's live from, like I say, their tap room in Fort William. And I don't know if you saw it, but it's in like an old chapel, all exposed wood. It looks absolutely beautiful. It almost looked, if I remember rightly, I was a bit sozzled by the time he come on, but it almost kind of looked like an old kind of Bavarian setting with lots of exposed wood and cream walls. It looks absolutely amazing anyway. I know they've also got another tap room in Inverness, I believe. But I think the Fort William one, I think it's either one or both of them are on the North Coast 500 route. So if you ever do that and you fancy a decent pint in a beautiful setting, hit them up. Not sponsored to say this, by the way. He was just really nice, and I just like supporting smaller breweries. Right. Whilst Tom had him on, I had a look at their website, their shop, where they sell all their cans of beer, and it was insanely cheap. Like by craft beer standards, it was cheap. I've got some beers here. We'll go through them. The beers for a 330 can started at £1.50. The majority of them are actually £1.50. There's a couple at £1.83, which is quite a random price point, but they're the kind of slightly more special ones. And then the 440s, we'll come on to those. The price of them was just insane. Now, I know, like I say, and I've said in a few videos, I am a beer buyer. I'm nowhere near big enough to get beer sent to me yet. One day, Rodney and all that, but that's not why I'm in it anyway. But my point is, I buy all my beer, all the beer that I review on the channel, apart from a very, very generously gifted box by Luke John Frost from Drunken Duckling Drinks Emporium. All my beer's bought. So price for me is big. I'm a working man. I'm an electrician. I don't have the deepest pockets in the world. And brewery orders are generally sort of once a month for me, maybe once every 2 months, depending on how, the spare money is. Everyone's feeling a pinch at the moment. Money's really, really, really relevant at the moment when it comes to beer. So yeah, but yeah, I looked on their website, was seriously impressed. I know Tom's been waxing lyrical about them. He knows a thing or two about beer, as most of you will know. So you know what, I thought, I was going to swear then. I thought, hey, let's go in. Right, so let's go through each of the beers. I've got, to give you an idea, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 18 cans here. 16 of them are 330s. 18 cans delivered to my door was just over 40 quid. That's not bad. But we'll go through them. So the first can I've got here is a 330 can of their Hibernator Oatmeal Stout. Now, this can, I've got some notes here. This can was, how much was the Hibernator? This was £1.83. So it's an oatmeal stout. It's probably a bit more involved, obviously, in brewing it. So they've decided to charge a little bit more than that. But £1.83 for that. I mean, bear in mind, Tesco prices for cans. So I had an Allendale New England IPA in a 330 can. I think it was Allendale, out of Morrison's. I think that was about £1.50, £2, and it was rubbish. It tasted weird. It had some horrible off flavours in it. It was awful. So, I mean, bearing in mind, let's compare it to supermarket prices, for instance. Hibernator, which is an oatmeal stout. I believe most of these beers are organic, actually. It's got organic stamped all over the box. Then we've got one of Tom the Crummy Beard's favourites from Black Isle. It's the Scotch Ale. This was also £1.83, but there's obviously a bit more involved in brewing that, so you can understand it. Now, right, we're now into the £1.50 cans. £1.50, okay. Red Kite, which is an organic unfiltered amber. Their branding's pretty cool, isn't it? The dog's barking yet again. It's not a Mark's Beer Reviews video if she isn't barking. I've got a can of the Spider Monkey, which I know Tom quite likes. It's an IPA, organic IPA, unfiltered. There we go. What percentage is that? 5.2%, pretty decent. An organic gluten-free session IPA called Goldfinch. Now, my wife is gluten intolerant, so I kind of make a note of when I drink a gluten-free beer, and gluten-free beers tend to be pretty decent. There's not normally much given up to make a gluten-free beer, and they always taste cracking. We have got an organic unfiltered porter. 4.6%. There we go. Flavour, just in the back of the can. I shouldn't have seen that. Licorice and chocolate. Sounds right, doesn't it? Right, this is a beer that Tom does like. It's a can of the Blonde unfiltered lager. I like their branding. It's absolutely bang on. It all looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Like, if you walked into a bottle shop and you saw a couple of these cans on the shelf, you'd definitely be drawn to them. What percentage is that? 4.5. There you go. Then I have a can of Anytime IPA, organic, obviously, and unfiltered, called 21 Pale. There we go, that's 4.1%, hence like the Anytime IPA, I suppose. It's probably a bit of a session IPA. So right, so most of those cans are £1.50. The two, obviously, at the start were £1.83. Now, this is where it gets really, really interesting for me. So, North Brewing's Coconut Porter, it's either £3 or £3.50, and it's all right. I had it. I wasn't that fussed about it. It was all right. I remember it was a bit stronger than I believe what this one is. I think it was around the 6%. I can't remember. It's a while. It's in Morrison's. It's a while ago since I had it. This is a coconut vanilla porter called Coco Van Porter, and it was £2.50. For a 4.40 can. That's beating supermarket prices, and you're buying off a small brewery. And they had it delivered to my door. I bought it late on Friday. Today is Tuesday, so yeah, within 2 working days they've had it delivered to my door, and the postage was like £4 or £5. I mean, like I say, all these beers delivered to my door was £40. You know, you're going to spend £5 driving to Tesco's and back. Well, at least nowadays with the fuel prices. Now, this is the one that kind of like sums up the price thing. And I have to say, I paid £2.50 for this, but it's currently on the website. I just checked for £3. But even at £3, it's a 9.4% Imperial Stout called Systems Theory. There you go. 9.4% Imperial Stout. Even at £3, I paid £2.50. They must have had a price review or something over the weekend. That's insane for a 4.40. I know it's a bit more. I know it's a bit stronger, but isn't the Death Star Episode 2 like £5 a can? Half the price. I mean, well, now, 40% less in terms of price. And it's brewed, and it's a collaboration brew with Poppel's Brewery in Sweden. There you go. Now, I'm not saying for 1 minute that they're underselling themselves, but it does show you, and obviously they're making profit on it. They're a profitable business, obviously doing very, very well. They're making profit on a 9.4% stout at £2.50, was £2.50, now £3. So overall, I'm really, really happy with it. I'm excited because I know Tom. Obviously, they're up. The brewery itself, they've got those tap rooms in Inverness and Fort William, but I know the brewery itself is just north of Inverness, and I know that Tom, the Crummy Beard, has been to tap room / brewery on his I say little travels, I shouldn't say that, on his travels up north, because I believe his wife's family Scottish. He goes up there quite a lot, and like I say, they're on the North Coast 500. So if you ever want a good beer, jump in. Some of these beers will make it to the channel. Some of them I'll probably just enjoy. But yeah, I've got two, each of the core range, I've got 2 cans. It's just the 440s, I've got 1 can of each. I just wanted to give them a go. Thanks Black Isle Brewery for sending them so damn quickly. And fair play to you for keeping your prices keen. Like, good for the consumer. I saw on Paul's Beer Reviews Instagram, he put up, what did he put up? It was the new craft beer bar thing in Asda. And they had some quite good breweries on there, I will say. I think there was Three Hills on there, or Three Brothers, sorry. And there was, it was a Neon Raptor Pale Lager. And it was something like £6 for a 500ml pour, and you had to buy your growler on top, and that was like £8. It would have worked out, it was close to about £9 for a 500ml measure of a pale lager. That canned is selling for around about £3.40 from Neon Raptor. I just encourage you to have a look. If you've not ordered beer from a brewery before, Tom the Crummy Beard waxes lyrical about Black Isle. I'd probably give them a go. Honestly, I say it's dirt cheap. It's not dirt cheap, but it's cheap. It's bloody cheap. All these beers. I'll try and lift them up without. All those beers for £40 delivered. That is not bad. If you do find, obviously, I know it's convenient to go to the supermarket, but support the little guy. And for these prices, it just pays to. It will pay you to. Right, I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know if you've had any of the Black Isle beers. Like I say, the Crummy Beard waxes lyrical about them. I'm really excited to get into these, but I'd like to know your thoughts as well. And that Asda thing is in Milton Keynes. Has anyone been to the Milton Keynes and had a measure out of there? I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. Asda should be providing value for money, and they're not. Maybe the price, if they roll it out, the prices will get a bit cheaper. I don't know. I just get a bit funny about price because at the end of the day, like I said at the start of the video, I buy my beer. I keep a watchful eye on price. I'm not stingy, but equally I don't like being ripped off. But yeah, if you could like and subscribe as well, that'd be great. I think we're on about 275 subscribers now, which is just amazing. I can't thank you enough. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. Fast approaching 300, which is insane. I could just thank you so much for watching these videos. I appreciate it. I love talking to you on the socials as well, because people message me on Instagram and YouTube and stuff. I love it. Get in the comments, say hello. If you're new around here, definitely say hello, because obviously I'd like to get to know you. Thanks very much, guys, for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one when the taste buds are probably feeling a little bit better. Cheers.